Keeps the shit alive. He was talking about gross shit that happens in hotel rooms earlier. I was just in Philadelphia recently, and this was on our bathroom door. It is the nice, greasy imprint of somebody's penis. And I wish I would have put my hand next to it for scale, because that shit was not me. One, it was down here, and it was like 4 fucking times my size. Wow. Anyways, so, topical shit. I get tired of fucking St. Patrick's Day because, you know, I'm an Irishman and people are co-opting my fucking shit and I don't like it. It's cultural appropriation. Let's remember the real reason for the season, and it's when St. Patrick Swayze drove Brad Wesley and his fucking henchman out of the Double Deuce. That's the real reason for the season. I also don't like these shamrock shakes. That's what would happen when my fucking grandfather wouldn't drink for a while. I was at McDonald's Sunday after I got done making corned beef for 100 fucking people. I decided to go eat a cheeseburger. And I asked the woman in the drive-thru if they put real shamrocks in the shakes, and she said yes at first, and then as I was driving off, she went... I like fucking with people. Let's get right into the humiliating shit. I have a birth defect. It's called pectus excavatum, and it's the Latin for big asshole in your chest. Jason, I saw you get excited down there. There's a space between ass and hole. But wouldn't that be great if that's where our assholes were? Okay. Do this to damn Tom. But anyways, so yeah, you know, I've got this like fucking hole in my chest, and the moment I started getting man boobs, my cleavage just went straight out of fucking control. And you know, a lot of the women I've dated over the years have always made jokes about how I should, like, you know, put cereal in it or soup, pasta. And that gave me a really good idea for an OnlyFans page. There's a fucking market for that, I guarantee it. But it also gave me an idea for a Halloween costume this year. I'm gonna go as Andy Dufresne's Cell Wall from Shawshank Redemption. And I'm gonna get a little t-shirt with a clear hole in here. And I'm gonna put a little poster of fucking, what's her name on there? What was her name?
Rita Hayworth.
Rita Hayworth, thank you.
Just ask the lesbian, she knows.
So this is a true story. I want to do a little bit of storytelling in my act. This is my first try, second time coming up, so. When I was 18 years old, thank you. When I was 18 years old, I was a scummy little punk rock kid, a little bit of a street urchin looking person for having 2 jobs in his own apartment. My girlfriend lived on East Washington Street, and she worked at the Taco Bell. And I would, on occasion on my night off, walk down there and then walk her home because it's a bad neighborhood. And on this one particular instance, it's a nice black gentleman in a very nice sports car, dressed very well, pulls up next to me and offers me a ride. And I'm like, no dude, I'm just going a couple blocks up the road to pick up my girlfriend. He's like, no man, hop in, take a ride. So I like, get in, I'm like, okay, whatever. And I get in and he's like, so where are you headed? I was like, no really, I'm just going to the Taco Bell like 2 blocks up the road. And he's like, man, I thought you were going all the way. He just kept saying that, very disappointed sounding. And in my youthful naivety, I'm thinking, this guy on the verge of a long road trip and is just looking for some companionship. And he was looking for some companionship, but not the kind that I was willing to offer that day, or, well, had I known, I probably missed out on a cool 20 spot. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. Came out about a year ago that Bruce Willis had dementia, and then a couple months ago it came out that he was on the Epstein flight list.
Yes.
Oh.
I think he's faking it, just to fucking stay out of that hot water. Kevin, you actually reminded me some jokes I had from a long time ago. You were talking about porn parodies on Facebook, and it reminded me of a few that I had. One of them is The Curious Taste of Benjamin's Butthole, starring Brad Pitt. And then there's perineum activity. And a queer and pleasant stranger. And then I got some products here that I figured I'd try out if, this whole comedy and bartending and chef thing and sex worker thing doesn't work out. The first one is a kosher brand of salami called Shalomi. I kind of got gypped on this title for this thing. It's called the pedometer, but it's not what you think it's for. It's to help pervs keep score. And then I've got a faith-based hair dye called Just for Mennonites, so you can pray the gray away. And let's see, how am I doing, Kevin? I've been looking. Do I got time still?
You got time.
Okay. So I'm writing a script for a Hallmark movie. It's about a big city lawyer named Cole Smith who has to move back to his hometown to help save his family cabbage farm from a bullet train imminent domain thing. It's called Cole's Law. And we talked about the Halloween costume earlier for this year. I love Halloween, it's my favorite holiday, and lately with all the cancel culture stuff going on, I'm afraid that the conservatives are going to come after Halloween because it is after all Hallows Eve and not All Hallows Steve. And they're always trying to fucking come down on drag shows and shit, and for the one fucking time I actually agree with them on this, I don't want children at fucking drag story time, because I'm trying to hear what fucking Charlotte's final message to the pig was, and this little bitch over here won't shut up. I think that's all I got for tonight. Thank you everybody so much for supporting this.
Bill